Shalom.
Shalom.
We want to give all praises and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Bakar Kodash.
Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you brothers that are teaching the truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Today's lesson we're going to get into is going into prophecies about World War III. World War III is inevitable, meaning it is about to happen at any time. Remember, the Lord says he's coming like a thief in the night. When you brothers can get First Thessalonians chapter 5, the second verse.
I got it.
Okay. We're gonna hop into this article too, along with the scriptures that brothers are getting. You give me
I'm just looking for something.
Okay, come.
You got something?
Ecclesiastes chapter 39.
You want First Thessalonians 5?
Come.
All right,
That's the second verse. Oh well.
I'll start from the top.
Okay.
All right, this is First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Hey, you brothers can break it down.
But yeah, the Lord is coming like a thief in the night, so you got to be prepared. Like if you know that somebody's trying to rob your house, or you know that people are trying to come into your house. Like for instance, if you got you got to be prepared. Like if you know somebody might possibly try to come into your house, you want to be prepared. You might want to throw that old newspaper that's sitting on the sidewalk that's rotting away. You might want to cut the grass, or you might want to turn some lights on in the house. So basically, through the Spirit, we're preparing for World War III through the Spirit. We're spiritually cutting the grass and trimming away old things that we have no need of through the flesh.
All right, come. Before you get that scripture, I'm gonna pour this scripture on top of what you said, going into about how we preparing our minds. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Go ahead.
And even in that that's an action precept, man. You know, because it's an action. It says arise ye and depart. So that's a two-part process. Arise, stand and be firm for righteousness' sake, man. Do the right and correct things. So it says arise ye and depart. And depart being the second portion of that command. What are you departing from? So you have to have a certain level of spiritual awareness, man. What are you departing from? You're departing from this world, because we know through reading and understanding the scriptures that this world is not the kingdom of heaven, man. So you shouldn't be moving and operating as you're in the kingdom. You're in a kingdom, the kingdom of the so-called white man, the biblical Edomites, but you're not in the kingdom of heaven, man. So we have to actually depart from this world and the ways of this world. Like the brother was saying, having to do certain things in the flesh, trimming certain old ways and old habits, building and creating good habits, and depart from this world. Because why? Because continue that precept. Read on the precept. It says, "Arise ye and depart."
Because it is polluted.
Because it's polluted, man. This earth and this world is polluted. It's polluted through the doctrine and philosophies being pushed by those in rule that have control of the earth, man. Yep. Job 9:24. We know it.
Yeah, and they blinding us too. Well, they blinding the masses with all this folly on TV and through the social media, these gun shootings and stage attack events that's going on in America. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, you got this uproar with the trade war, America pushing this World War III heavily. You can see it in the agriculture. The food is just straight dead.
Yep.
The stores are closing down in these different cities, different regions of towns. The job market throughout. The job market is crashing. Yo, this place is going down, man.
But that's why, Bubba Shaw, read that again, the second part of that. Arise ye and depart.
Come. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Right.
Because it is polluted.
Because it's polluted, man. How is it polluted? It's polluted in the physical sense, like either brother's going into. Why does the so-called white man have to genetically modify the organism to continue to produce? Because he polluted the land, man.
Right. And he has a plan behind it. He
Right.
has a plan, just like we went to the Georgia Guidestones. He has a plan on keeping just 500 million people, which is part of his family and a few servants that's going to serve him in his new world order.
Right.
It's not going to happen, man. It should destroy you even with a sword destruction.
Right.
Go ahead and top that scripture out after you.
I mean, well, that's it, man. You know, we have to depart from this world. You know, because like the brother was going into a part of the plan, the agenda of the new world order is to bring upon war and destruction, man. You know, so I mean that's it.
I got that definition of depart. As a verb, it means to leave. It means to leave typically in order to start a journey. Other synonyms that are related to depart is leave.
Oh, and what journey we on? We on that straight and narrow path.
Mm-hmm.
The journey to what? Heaven. We on a difficult road right now, just like we read in the second Ezra. And then we're on our way to that broad, which is the kingdom of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
It says to leave, to go away, to withdraw, to it says abstract oneself, to quit, to exit, to decamp, to retreat. So, you know, through the Spirit,
To retreat.
yeah, to retreat from this place. Now you got a lot of these bootleg camps that say we gotta go back to Israel right now. We gotta go to Egypt and hide. No, it's to depart spiritually from this world. You know, a lot of people caught up in this Memorial Day madness, and before the camera, me and the brother Kabas was talking about basically how Esau does these stage events typically on a Friday because everybody is looking forward to partying and BSing. When he did one last week in Santa Fe, Texas, and then we was watching this guy Richie from Boston. He also said earlier this week there was also one in Indiana. So it's heating up more and more. It's you know, World War III is the topic we're talking about, but there's little issues inside of America, like these school shootings. All right, the racial tension is being built up. You see that in certain TV shows that they're putting on TV now. Certain marches. So everything is leading up to World War III. You're gonna have a lot of tensions, race riots, you know, sedition, martial law, famine, all leading up to World War III. So this is why it's important to get away from the spirit of this world, because a lot of people think they know that World War III is coming. They like, yeah, we know there's a lot of war, but they think that they're in some post-apocalypse United States where they're gonna just get all your food, and then the United States is gonna get bombed, and then they're just gonna come out alive. No, this place is gonna be destroyed.
Yeah, like that movie The Road. You know, they knew, you know, after it was a shutdown in America, a blackout and all that, and certain bombs and attacks went on in America, but they still survived, and when they was heading south. But overall, the move was a big joke, man. Cause ain't no coming back from this nuclear destruction.
That's what people don't understand either, man.
Yeah.
People don't understand. It's like the brother's going into it. You know, Esau, he even pushes that. You know, post-apocalyptic themes. You know, because you know that gives people hope that even through destruction or wars or you know all these things that can happen, which we know through the scriptures they're going to happen because they're prophesied. They don't understand. Nah, man, that's your ass, man. That's just like me and the brother. We had went to Walmart and they had the military vehicles coming through, and the Jake that worked there, he was like, "This gonna be a martial law camp. This gonna be martial." He's saying the same words we saying, but we actually think, okay, when martial law happens, what we gonna do? We gonna retreat, you know, and trust in the Lord, man, because he was like. They ain't gonna chop my head off. They ain't gonna chop my head because they know about the guillotines.
Right.
People know. It's like brother said. People know this is happening.
Hey,
Man.
knowledge should go to and fro throughout the earth. I'm gonna go ahead and read the topic of the article. This is from shtfplan.com. Like I always mentioned, you know, Apostle Bar referred this to brothers years ago. Topic at hand is the government building secret tunnels under America to prepare for World War III? Yeah. Matter of fact, he's not even building over here, man. He's over there in certain exotic places like Amazon or fucking call it Europe, space shuttles, space stations.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Esau's bunkers is going to be at. Certain mountains, retreats.
But if I can say too, but even to answer that question, yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Cause they even have it came out last week that there's sinkholes in the White House lawn.
Mm-hmm.
What them sinkholes coming from? They coming from tunnels, man.
Right.
They coming from tunnels, bro. Like that's what it is. And and it makes perfect sense. Wouldn't you expect there to be a tunnel under the White House?
Mm-hmm.
Right. They show it in movies. Matter of fact, I think Obama had went down there. It was like a little train or something down there.
Oh man, yes, it's underground cities. Like if the so-called white man is trying to actually leave Earth to set up certain space stations to avoid thermonuclear destruction, you best believe he's digging under the ground.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh, matter of fact, the scripture say we was gonna take them out of the cliffs of the rocks, and they did down to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Most High? We're gonna bring them up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Because hell means the grave, but it's also meaning a deep hole.
Mm-hmm.
You got that scripture?
Yeah. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 2. It says, though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down.
Mm.
Perfect.
Yeah, like the scriptures say, they digging in hell, digging in the ground, digging in the earth. They're trying to leave Earth.
Yeah.
What you think all this attempting to go to Mars and the moon and putting telescopes, and with high man, that take a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
That's big bucks, man. So you best believe they putting their treasures in that. They the earthly treasures and time, into that, cause they trying to do certain things, man.
Yeah, they trying to escape from this nuclear attack, but it's not going to be so.
That's right.
Because they finna try to rearrange all the game that they set up.
Mm-hmm.
Like America's not going to be here anymore when those nuclears fly out.
That's right.
Certain parts in Europe, Russia, they're going to get bombed. North Korea is going to get bombed. Remote places of the earth is going to get bombed to the point they have to go down there in order to survive that attack, which they plan on killing billions of people, going back to the Georgia Guidestones. And they're going to survive it and then come out of the ashes and build their new world order,
right.
Which is not going to be so.
Right.
Now I'm going to read on with this. It says, mysteries, booms, and strange lights and have been reported. I hate when these journalists just type in any type of, they can't type a sentence. You see how I read it? Like, all right, mystery booms and strange lights and have been reported all over the country and have recently sparked fears that the United States government is building tunnels underground in preparation for a potential nuclear third world war. Salakia. Trying to say two W's. So they prepare.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. Somebody pull that.
Yeah, bring it.
Residents are convinced that they are hearing sounds and seeing the odd lights, and they are not isolated events, which could be the chariots too.
Mm-hmm.
Kimberly Kempe, a concerned resident from Anderson Township in Cincinnati, Ohio, is convinced that sounds she heard earlier this week were more than fireworks. The sounds were like true booms. They sounded like a powerful explosion, said Kim K. It's unlike anything I've ever seen or felt before. I've been very up close with fireworks many times.
That's what they doing, man. And the thing about it, they've been doing this for years. Where they say this lady? Where? Ohio. Of course they're gonna dig tunnels in Ohio.
I ain't nothing about that.
They're gonna dig them out west. Shit, and them being in Ohio, man, that means you gotta think about it too. All right, they're gonna build tunnels everywhere in America, right? So that means they're either starting in Ohio and branching out, or they already have tunnels dug on the edges and they building in. If they building in, either way, but if they building in, that means they're pretty much done, man. They're pretty much done with a lot of these tunnels that they really want. The majority of them. That's how you're gonna work. You're gonna work outside in. You know, because that you have stories of sounds like this in like Pennsylvania. You know, like the brother said, Ohio. Like this is the first time. This isn't breaking news. This is breaking in the sense that this lady in this account is new, but you got stories like this all over America, man.
Yeah.
I'm actually reading an article that says, this is from theanalyst.net. It says there's a vast network of underground tunnels beneath the United States, and some of the entrances are under closed Walmart stores. It says Walmart underground bases, secret FEMA camps. It sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? But here's the problem. It is true. It says one intrepid investigator, Annie P., reckons it's time people woke the fuck up and asked what the fuck is going on. A vast labyrinth of bases under the United States with some of the entrances located at certain Walmart stores. No way. Indeed, it's so outrageous that even if it were very true, anyone you told would conclude you were crazy or a crazy conspiracy theorist. Quick, put your tinfoil hat back on. But the fact it says there are hundreds of miles of subterranean tunnels and bases beneath North America. We don't know their purpose, so all we have is conspiracy theories, and some of the hypotheses are highly speculative.
See, but at this point, it's getting to, it's right close in your face, man. All right, like you have to actually. People don't understand news. People don't understand news because, all right, let's say you at home right now, and you hear the sound the lady's talking about, man, and you hear them loud booms and sounds you ain't never heard before.
Yeah.
You gotta actually think, what the fuck is that, man? It's all good when you're reading on the internet or you click on a link and it's like, oh, okay. But nah, but what people gotta understand, man, is this coming to a neighborhood near you, man.
Yeah, I worked in the construction site, and they had to put dynamites in certain areas of the location they was working at to blow out the rocks so they can go down with their pipes and stuff like that. So they blew out this one part. It was like a damn, it's like a mini mountain, and man, the explosive was like shook the whole ground up. They used like hundreds of dynamites to do the job. So them sounds that they were hearing, it was deep underground. Like, you know, they go like 70,000 feet, something like that.
They go deep.
They go deep underground. You know, Esau, he just a mad maniac, man. So them bombs that they're using underground, having that effect on the surface is like, man, what the hell are they doing down there?
Right.
What the hell is they doing? It's coming from goddamn the devil, man.
Yeah, it is.
Look at the tunnels, get prepared for something that you niggas are blind to. You so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans.
And white America too, man.
Oh yeah.
White America.
Them dumb peons, because they are, you know, sovereignty citizens of the United States.
So-called,
sovereign
citizens.
Like throughout. But they still left y'all out on the cold too.
Yeah.
because
you are a casualty.
So what
yeah,
was
COWs. COWs, POWs, I'll be DOAs. Y'all all types of acronyms, man.
Yeah, just like we mentioned at camp yesterday, with a brother Abba mentioned, if you have 7 days worth of food in your refrigerator, you're considered a terrorist. If you wear blue jeans, you're considered a terrorist, man. But you know, just like at camp yesterday, you had that white woman with the dog come up and say, "Yeah, we know this," and okay. That's the pride of you Americans, thinking that you're just going to come out of this war okay, and the United States is just going to build itself back up, and you continue in your wickedness. No. The Lord has a vengeance towards this place, and he tells you that, I believe it's in Jeremiah the 50th chapter. He says, basically, the destruction of America is the vengeance of the Lord. You know, so it's going to be a point where it's going to start happening, and you people, your pride is just going to, the fear is going to overshadow your pride, and it's not going to know what to do. And then those men who told you on the street corners what was going to happen, you're going to try to come to us, but it's going to be too late.
Yep. You said you got more to argue.
I got more in the article.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump down
Okay.
a bit. It says, all we really know is that no government agency is clarifying what could possibly be causing these lights and booms to pop up and be heard across the country. All we have is speculation at this point, but you can prepare yourself. Besides, ain't no preparing for what's about to come.
Prepare yourself to die, man.
Right? If the government is really, the only people who can prepare themselves mentally, like we just read in Micah chapter 2,
Two.
around the 10th verse, is the Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
If the government is really building underground bunkers and tunnels to protect themselves from an apocalyptic situation, shouldn't you be prepared too?
Yeah, you should. But really, the only way to prepare yourself is spiritually, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people think they're gonna get by by their guns. Man, they got all types of tanks being set up, man. They got heart attack guns, alright, guns that can shoot thousands of bullets, hollow tips. Alright, so you're not gonna prepare yourself carnally to outwit this devil, man. Even you so-called white people, you Edomites here in America, you load up on guns and AK-47s and assault rifles. That's not gonna save you, man.
Bro, if I can say, they have planes, man.
Yeah.
Like, man, people are dumb out here, bro. Like, Jake, 2/3 the nation of Israel are finished, But you, like brother said, man, you Americans and you other heathen nations, the so-called white man is showing you that he has all types of military supremacy over you every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Man,
Every day they signing their rights away.
But I'm saying too, even like planes, the planes fly over your head, the military planes and jets fly over your head multiple times a day.
Yeah.
Right.
What good is a gun when the government has planes and drones?
Yeah.
Right.
If you had a gun, right? They're giving you guns they used back in the 80s, man. I mean,
It's 40 years old, man.
They're gonna run out of ammunition.
Right.
They don't really know who to target to hit anyway because they're gonna be too busy fighting their neighbors for food.
Right. And then on top of that, the government has planes, man. Like the government want to lock shit down.
Yeah.
The government's gonna lock shit down.
Yeah.
But think about it, and the beauty of this truth, man, and having this understanding and trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the beauty of it is, Lord willing, we're gonna be safe in that time, man. That's because that's part of the covenant.
Yeah, ain't nobody questioning the CERN program that they're building over there in Europe, which America has a lot of ties to that too. Just like me and the brother Tazaiwan was speaking like years ago about it. They really preparing war against the Most High, the Creator. So that CERN may be a portal, a stargate or something, or a weapon used against the Heavenly Father and His angels. And they using that. They have that CERN. I wish I could show y'all the picture, but they have that CERN. They have the CERN deep on the tunnels. So ain't no telling. It's more than bunkers and stuff like that under these tunnels. Like the brother said too, they got cities down there. They showed it in plenty of movies, man, like Total Recall.
Yeah.
And people will tell you.
Cities.
And people will tell you this. Like they'll tell you, like under the Pentagon, under those big government buildings, they'll tell you that there's shopping and stores down there. I mean, they show you in movies, but people actually tell you this. I've never personally been there,
Right.
But this is people's accounts will tell you that these places actually exist.
Yeah, they storing all their goods up down there. That's why they closing all these stores and stuff like that. They got everything they needed from America. Now it's time to just get rid of it.
Right. They're trying to preserve the portion they want to preserve, knowing that these things are going to happen. Because one is prophesied. We get that Surah 39 if you want to. But no one is prophesied these things are going to happen. And two, the writing's just on the wall, man. The writing's on the wall. You got thousands of nuclear weapons out here. And in the back of their mind, they're like, yo, man, Trump and them, man, they in the back like, hey, man, if Putin and Kim Jong, they move a little too quick, man, we're gonna go and press the button on 5 of these missiles, man, see what them things do. They in the back of their mind, they have to understand. They think about they didn't build all these things to not to like, man, we're gonna build all these silos and move the nuclear weapons and spend all these billions and billions, trillions of dollars. Yep. But we ain't never gonna use them. They're like, man, if we gotta use them, we're gonna use them, man.
Hey, the Lord said, Esau, the adversary, don't bear the sword in vain. All them missiles are not in vain. They're gonna be used, man, in these times. Thus said the Lord. Everything in prophecy has already been fulfilled that was supposed to came to pass up until this time now.
That's right.
The only thing now that needs to happen is the elect being sealed, which Apostle Tahar already put it out there. That is the elect may be already sealed.
That's right.
And you got the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, two of the biggest prophecies, and the Lord coming back. This World War III. Somebody got that in Revelation 11:14. You already read it, right?
I got it.
Okay, come.
Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. John, that's it, man. The second woe is past. Second woe being what? World War II.
Hey, but a lot of people don't even know what woe means.
That's so yesterday, yeah, man.
The man said woe means stop.
Stop.
And he was a so-called, he tried to speak in the Hebrew.
Right.
He spoke in broken Hebrew.
Yiddish.
Yeah, Mashiach. The anointed. He's saying he's a follower, but don't even know what the word woe means.
Can't spell it.
Right. But you got a lot of these people that's blind by the false prophet that is written in the scriptures, which is the Catholic Church and its different branches, like the Baptist Church and all that.
Religious houses in general, man.
Yeah, the whorehouse, the harlot house, blinding the mass, especially you Jakes out there, to the truth. And the truth is, World War III is coming. It's happening right now, man.
Come and reread this. Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
It's coming quickly. It's not stalling. It's inevitable. The word inevitable means soon to happen, to occur.
Bound to happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Whether you believe it or not. Or not. It's like,
I got a quick precept. Matthew 25, this is Yahushua speaking. Matthew 25 and 13. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. And that's a big reason why we know World War III is going to come. Because what has to happen at the conclusion of America being destroyed at the end of World War III, before those nuclear missiles touch down on the land and explode and bring that death and destruction, the 144,000 elect men and the 1/3 got to be saved. They got to be beamed up and saved, right? That has to happen. So we know and believe and trust in the prophecy of World War III coming. The first woe past, the second woe, the last woe, third woe coming quickly. We know and believe that's going to happen because we trust and believe that our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shah is coming.
yeah, we in that last trump. The last trumpet, the seventh trumpet. This is Revelation chapter 7, verse 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. That wind is talking about that nuclear fire. Because when that nuclear fire hits the land, just like you see in plenty of YouTube videos on how Esau, so-called white man, test these bombs and how they create a great force of wind. You see the trees walking back and forth, great scroll in the sky, big clouds. That's how it's going to be, but the Lord's holding that back with his 4 angels. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And the seal is this word. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. And how the Lord is going to seal his servants with his name. First is the name, then the scriptures, man. This whole word, because Yahweh Shah is the Savior, and Yahweh Shah said in Psalms, chapter 47, he comes in the volume of the book. Yes.
You got something up?
Yeah, I just wanted to land back what the brother said, and let me see about the wind being at the destruction. because the scriptures say to prove all things. This is Jeremiah 51:1. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon." Now, Babylon is a code word for America, because you go back to the Hebrew word babal, it just basically means confusion. "And against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me, a destroying wind." So that destroying wind, like the brother was saying, was that destruction that's coming towards the earth, you know. And let me go ahead and bring out this other scripture too. I believe it's Jeremiah 50:9. Jeremiah 50:9. This is talking about World War III. Okay. Jeremiah 50:9. "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon." And once again, Babylon is a code word for America. "An assembly of great nations." You start to see that with North Korea. Okay, North Korea this week, well, United States actually this week reneged on North Korea and said we won't meet up with you.
But then they came back. And said they want the talks open again.
Yeah, that's the spirit of the Lord, according to Job 33:15-16, and sealing instructions in these men and these world leaders.
Yeah, they can't run away from the Lord's word.
Yeah, you can't run away from the Lord's word, because this is like, contrary to you Christians out there. All right, God controls the good and the evil. All right, so he's sealing these instructions in these world leaders because they're just basically puppets for the Most High Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Even these Rothschilds, Rockefellers, DuPonts, Gettys, okay, they're still puppets for the Lord.
I got a precept for you, right?
All right.
Proverbs 21:1. "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will."
That's plain and simple. All right, the Lord can do whatever the hell he wants to do. Okay? So basically, this is the Lord's plan for America. Okay? You Americans want to make, you Americans and you coons like Kanye West want to make America great again. This is what the Lord got for America. It says, "For lo, I will raise," this is Jeremiah 50:9. "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations." You got well, starting with Russia first.
Russia,
Okay.
China.
You got Iran. You got little countries like Pakistan and India. Hell, even the Philippines might have some heat for the United States, man.
Yeah, they gonna have that heat.
Yeah, they're gonna have that heat. Duterte hates the United States. It says, "An assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she
And
shall..."
what if I can say? And what's an array? An array, like you have a battle array. That's a formation.
Yeah, formation.
They're gonna set. See, the scriptures are beautiful, man.
Yeah.
See, that's why people the spirit. The spirit gives us the ability to understand the precepts. You know, through the apostles and elders under their leadership and guidance.
Yeah.
You know, the scriptures say they're gonna line up in an array against America. Man, that's beautiful, man. You actually envision that, because this is a prophecy.
Yeah.
Right. So the prophets, they saw the vision of the Lord gave them the vision and the spirit to put it on paper. So we can actually ourselves. That's a battle array.
Yeah.
A design, a formation against America, man. The land of the North.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's beautiful, man.
All right, continuing on, it says, "All they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain." So it's not going to be destroyed by volcanoes. It's these arrows. They even had a movie called Broken Arrow with Christian Slater and John Travolta, and that referred to nuclear weapons. All right. So these arrows are the intercontinental ballistic missiles that these other countries are testing. You know, North Korea said that they're gonna stop the nuclearization, but that's a lie. All right. They still got, just like they got underground tunnels here in the United States. They've got underground tunnels where they're developing nuclear capabilities right now.
They got no choice but to.
Yeah.
Right. And if I can add to your point, and even if North Korea does or doesn't continue a nuclear proliferation or continue to build, it doesn't matter, because you got other countries, they're gonna do it anyway. Russia and China are gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
And you know what? It might be in the spirit of the Lord say, all right, Kim Jong, because we already know and prove that the heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord. Hey Kim, you just make 4 good, strong, nuclear missiles. All right, you know what I'm saying?
Because the scripture's still gonna stand that America is going to be destroyed.
Right, and they're gonna fly in perfect array, man. Them stores gonna fly in a perfect array.
They should not break their rank.
Not gonna break their rank, man. Say, hey, Kim Jong, and to put it, most I put it on a spirit of angel, to move this man. You make 3 or 4 nice, strong nuclear weapons, and I'm gonna have my man Vlad Putin and who's the leader of China? Some goop name. I can't remember his name. I be just slipping my mind sometimes. Y'all go ahead and give my man Kim 300 missiles, man. Who to say the Lord can't do that?
Right. Then you got Iran. Iran's gonna throw down too. Matter of fact, I got a preset after whoever. That's it.
Let me continue. Let me finish off this Jeremiah 50:9. It says, Jeremiah 50:10. It's the last scripture. And Chaldea, that's another code word for America, shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord. So this is all a programming of the Lord, the one who you ignorantly call God and Jesus Christ, real name Yahweh, and his son's name Yahweh Shah. This is all a program of the Most High to destroy this place, man.
That's right. But it's wicked. It's foul. It's polluted. Yeah, you guys, did you have something?
This is Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 15. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. And that's what's going on right now. All these nations hate America. Mm-hmm. Verse 16. Thy terribleness have deceived thee. When they was going around the world like 30, 40 years ago, they was terrible amongst these other nations. Mm-hmm. No other nation, Japan surrendered in World War II. Mm-hmm. But America still brought that terribleness. And the pride of thy heart, and that's what driving them right now into this third world war.
And that trickles down to you everyday American peons, man. Because we got Memorial Day. That's supposed to be a remembrance of the troops that fought for America. All you idiots that go to fight the war, you're fighting the wars of the elite bankers, man. So all that American pride is just being lifted up on this holiday weekend to where you average everyday peons be like, oh yeah, we got the best military, we got the best Navy, the Army. Okay, then how come there were a couple months ago there was Russian ships spotted off the coast of Maryland? If you got the greatest Army and Navy and military, man, how come you're not preparing your citizens for war? They're preparing Sweden for war. As me and the brother that spoke off camera a year and a half ago, you had Russia preparing its citizens for war. How come you Americans gotta ask yourself a question? How come they're not preparing us Americans for war?
Or even the Swedes, like I just read in the article, they preparing their citizens for war. Mm-hmm. And they got the RFID chip over there.
Like the brother said, Sweden hasn't gone to war in over 200 years?
200 years, yeah.
200 years.
And they preparing already. America been at war ever since it started. Mm-hmm. For about over 200 years.
Because you people are so caught up in America being this stronghold when the scriptures prove otherwise, and then you got the bread and circuses, like you got Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Tomorrow you got Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals, and all you people are just caught up in these bread and circuses, and then you just, whatever Donald Trump is doing, 4 years from now we're gonna get a Democrat in there. No, man, Trump is that man. Trump is that man to get this World War III started, and because the Lord set him up to do that.
Yeah, he's speaking lofty about the future. Is such a damn audacity.
That's audacious, man.
Yeah,
shamefulness, man. Hey, the so-called white man is finished, man. Hey, your kingdom is done, man. Mm-hmm. All right, even though people like the brothers going into, even though people can go out here and be out and about on Memorial Day weekend, which we know is a wicked so-called holiday that the so-called white man set up in this country, man. Mm-hmm. People can have a moment to actually sit and breathe and feel good. We know and perceive in the spirit, man. This kingdom is finished, man.
Yeah, it is.
And if I can just say too, and you so-called, you proud ass Americans, man. This land's gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man. Right. Thus saith the Bible.
Just like that, not to talk about surgery, those 2 fat black bitches that be rooting for Trump.
Man,
that shit vested
silk, diamond and silk.
Yeah, the one thing she said about the sports thing, to myself, yeah, if you NFL players don't kneel down during game time, kneel down in the locker room, or just go ahead and be in the unemployment line. Like, what the fuck?
If I can say, bro, you 2 fat. You know what? I hate them, man.
I hate them.
You know I hate them, man. You 2 fat black bitches. All right, hey, judgment season, man. You 2 fat black bitches.
Curse me, them.
Yeah, you got. Lord willing, y'all be cursed in the rest of your time in fucking Babylon, man.
That's the quintessential.
All right, just got the so-called white man nuts in the palm of their hand, man.
Yeah, right.
Like, goddamn, man.
That's for you, man.
But no, for balance, for the truth's sake, man. Hey, it's a lot of women who come into the table beginning to eat at the table at the Men of Great Millstone, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the spiritual food that, you know, through the leadership and guidance of the apostles and elders, man.
Yeah, because we don't need to bring the nation back.
Yeah, and a lot, there's gonna be women saved too. But them fat black bitches, man, diamond and silk, man.
Hey, they gonna be going down with this scripture, man.
Yeah, and Lord willing, the so-called white man preserve y'all fat, nasty asses, man, to get a fucking missile, man.
Oh, yeah. All thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, said the Lord. Because they claim to went to the moon during 1968, the Apollo. No, man, y'all didn't go to the Apollo, man. Y'all went to a goddamn studio in California. Did your magic. See, hey, that what the Chinese did.
Man.
That's why the Lord refers to them as the Chaldeans, because they used the wisdom and sorceries.
Yep.
It says, I will bring thee down from thence, said the Lord. Also, Edom shall be a desolation. Every one that goeth by it should be astonished, and should hiss at all the plagues thereof. Just like it's written in Revelation chapter 18. Babylon, alas, that great city Babylon is falling.
Mm-hmm.
All the other nations are gonna be crying because they man, all these other nations are eating good off America, man. Yeah. A lot of these people, they come over here from these different countries, they eat good, they get high above us, Jake, who've been slaving and working and been murdered for nothing in this country, still getting nothing. Jake on reservations, Jake in the hoods, the slums, the ghettos, Jake trying to escape from, remember they had the series going about Jake escaping from Cuba and going to America where Milk and Honey is at.
Yeah. Oh,
everybody
man.
feeling sorry for him. It's a bad country over there. When you saw this movie with Michael Fahrenheit, he said Cuba got the most greatest medical system over there. It's way better than America because they actually cured their people over there.
That goes back to the Chaldees because they only show you Americans certain images of Cuba, and then you think, oh, that's a third world country.
Yeah. Well, really, they go all out for their citizens.
And you dumb fuck, man. Y'all dumb. Americans are fucking dumb, man. Because even if it was a third country, Cuba's a part of a fucking America, man.
Right, that's it.
So if Cuba's a third world country, America's a third world country, man. You dumb fuck.
Mexico, Canada.
Well, yeah, those different countries, but I'm saying they're a part of America, though.
Yeah,
Like you can't separate Cuba from America. Cuba is American territory, man.
Yeah, that was from
dumb shit.
From what we talked about in class, 1898, when the United States went down into Cuba and claimed it as part of the United States territory.
Yeah, Spanish War. Then you had Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
They ain't helping them out. They ain't helping you Ephraimites out. Because Ephraim, they ain't got to have a green card to come over into America.
Yeah.
But don't Puerto Rico supposed to be a part of America?
Yeah, it is.
So that's an extension of America.
Dumb shit. It's a shithole, man. America's a shithole, man.
Trump come over there telling us it's a shithole. Yo, he's sorry, he's a base man.
Man. He's a fucking idiot.
Oh, we call him the devil, man.
Yeah.
You got some?
Yeah, I got some. This is Isaiah 13, verses 19 and 20. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, it goes that word Chaldees again. The beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And we already know what happened. All you people who don't believe in the Bible, You know what happened with Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Okay, it got burnt to a crisp, and they can't even find Sodom and Gomorrah right now. All right, verse 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. So like the brother was saying, all you people from these other countries, man, it's about time you take your ass back to your country, man, because this place is about to go down. You can't come over here with your little gimmicks and hustles, all right, trying to make money off Jake, because this place is gonna be destroyed, man.
Or stay here, man. Or stay here and partake in a healthy heaping dosage of thermonuclear fallout.
A lot of them ain't gonna stay because they think they're Americans.
Yeah, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Esau, your kingdom is finished.
Yeah, and you heathens will be finished too, man. Y'all want to be joined to America, be joined in the destruction, man.
Matter of fact, let me get that scripture. Let me go up to verse 13. Isaiah 13 and 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger.
Because people don't understand the most high Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He first and foremost, so there's so many things people don't understand about the Most High, man. All right, he's a man of war. He's angry. He wants his people. All right. So this place is gonna be destroyed. This place is, like the brother brought out earlier, Micah 2, man. This place is polluted, man. All right. And the only way for this place to be cleansed is through fire, man. The Most High made a covenant with man that he would no longer destroy the earth by water. But what's coming on this? Huh?
I got that too.
Come. But what's coming on this particular land is gonna be fire, man. Because the Most High is angry, but the Most at the same time, the Most High he's not a unbalanced power. The Most High has love, and who is he have love for? He has love for his people, man. The 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, man, which consists of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, the Most High is doing this to cleanse this land, so and judge his people with this, like the brother said, with his wrath, you know, because people are too dumb to fucking look at words, man. All right, wrath is anger, man. All right, and he's gonna bring his fierce wrath on this land, and at the same time, so he can judge this land from being polluted at the hands of the so-called white man. At the same time, save his elect.
God. All right, continuing on, it says Isaiah 13 and 14, and it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Verse 15, here's the point. And everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So all you people, all you foreigners out here that's coming to make money off the United States, man, you better take your ass back to your own land, or you're going to be caught up in this destruction. And that even goes to you Uncle Tom, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who want to go join Whitey's army and go fight in World War III. You're going to be fighting your savior according to 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. So all you coons and Uncle Toms like Kanye West, all right, I mean, and there's another thing, all you celebrities, man, you're starting to figure out that this man is the devil. All right, Morgan Freeman, you're next. All right.
Yeah, man.
This is like the guy Bill Cosby's ass.
Yeah, fuck you, man.
Yeah, fuck you. All right, nigga, you're next. All right.
Hey, Morgan Freeman, I heard, fucked his stepdaughter or something like that.
Who knows, man?
Who knows,
All them industry niggas is wicked, man. All them niggas, man. Jay-Z, Morgan Freeman, Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, man.
Oh, you next too, nigga.
Yeah, man.
Can't wait for that nigga.
You next.
You bald-headed ass nigga. You on deck, boy.
Yeah, what's in your wallet type nigga.
Yeah.
Yo,
Pushing Esau usury. You wicked ass nigga.
So y'all gonna fall by the
Ever see
sword.
their consolation already?
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all gonna fall by the sword.
And I mean, to build on the brother point, you know, for all you heathens that understand too, man, your ass gonna get judged too, man.
That's right.
All right, so you can leave America, and flee America, like the brother brought out in the precept, or you can stay here and get thrust through, man. It doesn't fucking matter, man. We don't give a fuck about you heathens neither, man. You so-called Asians, you Africans, you Hamites. All right, fuck you, cause your judgment's coming for your fucking ass too, man.
Yeah, cause they lit the wounds of us, man. You know, just like Esau destroys, just like that parable that Yahweh Shai put out there, Lazarus and the rich man. The rich man, no, Lazarus, the poor man, he had his wounds licked by the dogs. The dogs are you heathens that the brother you died talking about.
Yeah, and then also to bring some balance to you heathens, man. There's a lot of you Israelite foreigners who still live in this heathenistic mind state. There's a lot of you Jakes out here who still think you're I'm an East Indian, I'm an Arab.
Oh, they go down on us too.
All right, if you want to live like the heathen, you're gonna die like the heathen. That's why this message is going out to you confusion of faces too, because this ain't this doctrine ain't a pro-black thing. This is an Israelite thing.
Right.
The scriptures say you're gonna have men from every nation. All right, and that goes into the Israelites who are spread out through the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28. So you Israelite foreigners, but you better get your shit together too, man.
That's
Or
right.
you're gonna die along with them gooks.
Right along with Whitey, man.
Yeah, along with
They
Whitey.
should have
Man.
no cloak for their sins. I got.
Go ahead.
If you finish.
I'm finished with that.
2 Peter chapter 2 verse 9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. So the elect is going to be sealed regardless. Verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. And that's how that's going to come about with the nuclear war weapons that they're going to use. See, America government is preparing already. The shadow government, which is the federal bureau and all them, they already been built, man. They just watching the process of America just go down the drain.
Yeah, and you dumbass Americans are financing it with your dumbass, man.
Yeah.
What you think the taxes go to? They don't insure don't go to the fucking roads.
Right. It don't go to the schools. It don't go. You got.
Where all this tax money go, man?
Right.
Like you say, it don't go to the schools.
Yeah.
It don't go to the roads.
It don't go to the healthcare.
The bridges,
yeah.
Healthcare system,
Yeah.
like you said.
Yep. It don't go to. Damn sure, because you still got chemtrails falling from the sky.
They go to the chemtrails, man.
Right. Like, why do you need chemtrails? Oh man, we need pesticides, or we just trying out a new experiment. What experiment, you fucking devil,
You
man?
people are fucking experiment, man.
Yeah, the guinea pigs. Sheeple. Well, sheeple is referred to you, Jake, but you know, we use that as a parable too, because you sheep are getting led by the damn wolf in sheep clothing. Yeah, that's all I got on this.
Yeah,
You got something else out?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to talking about these bunkers. All right, this is Revelation chapter 16, and ultimately this message is towards you elites too, man. All right, we got on these celebrities that you set up. This scripture is for you. All right, this is Revelation chapter 16. Let me see.
Yeah, that's true. So I mean, quick point, cause you average everyday peons, man. You guys like you guys ain't even on the credits, man. Like you're not important. We're amongst you because we here. We gotta be. But man, this message is going to the elite. Like you said.
Oh, it has to be fulfilled. Then should they know that a prophet has been amongst them?
Cause yeah, man, these tunnels, you Americans aren't gonna be in a tunnel, man. I believe that movie 2012, I believe it was, where they had the
It was in the library.
I don't know if it was in the library, but I think they had like a plane or something, or a boat, something like that, where you had to have a special access. Pretty much you had to pay your way to gain access to that way of fleeing destruction. Y'all can't get into these tunnels, man. You can't get into a bunker. Those are our future. Those are our future slaves. You can't touch our slaves, man.
Yeah.
These average everyday Edomites and heathens are so low. They're not even worthy of being the first crop of slaves, man. These will be prime time slaves, man. So you're gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles if you haven't already been judged and killed prior to the missiles coming, man. You might be eaten alive.
Yeah.
You might be sold into sex trafficking. You know.
All you proud ass women out here.
Oh,
Women and these people are sick.
Yep.
They've come up spiritually in a physically polluted environment.
And what
So
the scripture say? They're born in vain.
Yeah.
So as brother said, you women will be sold sex trafficking. You men and you little boys and girls, your kids will be sold into sex trafficking, man.
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't, have the desire to lie with a child.
Nah.
But you got a lot of fucking sickos out here, man.
Yeah.
That's why they making sex dolls of kids.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you people not screaming for this place to be destroyed, man? The fuck is wrong with you, man?
They love it so.
Yeah, you got pedophiles, man, and then you still talking about, well, yeah, 20 years, I'm just gonna invest in my kids' college, man. Man, to hell with this place, man. You want a place where you got a known pedophile in your neighborhood, all types of sex trafficking and whatnot, man. Why would you not want this place to be destroyed? Homosexuals, transgenders. I mean, all types of wickedness going on, man.
Yeah,
Why are you not praying to a higher power? This place gets destroyed, man.
Yeah, but they look at you strange when you coming out with the truth, or you're not celebrating with them in the festivities of the country that.
You're not going to the gay pride parade, nigga? No!
Right.
No, I'm not.
I only go outside to look.
Fuck, man. Leo the Esau, he gonna have the whole world with big ass Tel Aviv, man, with just gay every fucking thing, man.
Yeah.
God damn, man.
And Esau's think he's gonna rule. Like, man, Esau's fucking finished.
All right, let me go. This is Revelation 6 and 15. And the kings of the earth and the great men, that's talking about the elites, the Illuminati, and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. Verse 16. And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. The Lamb is Yahushua, the one you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? So you at least won't be able to stand in the great day of the Lord, man. All right? Yeah, you might not get blown up like these everyday peons, man, but you're going to get gathered up. You're going to be hunted down in your little bunkers. Y'all going to be sitting there sipping tea, thinking y'all going to come up and try to rule everybody after you, with your little BS New World Order. But you're going to be hunted down, and you're going to be the first round draft picks for slavery, man.
First round picks, man.
Yeah, first round
Like
picks.
if he's drafting Jake in the NFL, NBA.
Yeah, we're going to do just like y'all do in these draft combines, man. We're going to be sitting there looking at y'all. We're going to be like, okay, yeah, he's, we're going to put him over there.
They should be proud of them, man.
We're going to put Rothschild over here. We're going to put,
Rothschild.
the first round draft picks are going to Yahushua, of course.
Right.
All right, but
the 144,000 will still be in the first round, though.
yeah.
There's gonna be some top,
Yeah.
Gonna be
some high quality slaves in that first round, man.
some top round heathens.
Yeah, Esau is not going to be Revelations 20:7 no more. You're not going to rise up out of your prison. This time you're going to rise up out of your resort bunkers, because, for the rich, it's going to be made down there for them. Just to reserve our damn possession.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to come out of room no more, man. You're gonna be in chains. You're going to slap the chains on you. Just like the movie Samuel Jackson did with the white girl.
Oh yeah, Black Snake Mom.
Yeah.
Samuel, man, your bald headed ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, I say this, man, get your white asses down there, man. Hurry up. Ain't that much time left, and yeah, we need some slaves, man. Get down there and get ready.
Hey, it should be continual employment. You know how they got the unemployment line? Nah, man, ain't no unemployment line. Ain't no unemployment in the kingdom of heaven.
If you have the thought of being unemployed in your heathen, man, it might be worthy of instant death, man.
Oh, it's gonna be instant death.
It's gonna either be employment or death, man. Like I said, ain't gonna be no unemployment.
Yeah,
it's gonna be employment, working or dying, man.
Right. 50 Cent got that slogan: "Get rich and die trying."
Get to work or die trying.
Man, I'm gonna be my damn slaves from night in to night out.
And then send you home to an angry fat bitch.
A dirty white bitch.
Right. Bald headed, spots in her head, dirty. Alright,
Yeah. You got some more there, right?
No, that's in on that.
You got a precept?
I got one. All right, this is, we back up what we're saying. This is Revelation 13 verses 9 and 10. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. So if you have any understanding, he that leadeth into captivity, or who led the so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians into captivity, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, starting with the so-called Jew. All right, he says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword. This is how this country was established. All right, the Americans, they took down the French, they took down the British, and they took down the Spanish, and after that they brought in, well, before, during, and after that they brought in slavery. All right, they conquered you Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and you so-called Latino tribes.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, after 1890, this place was considered a world power because they had to use our backs to establish the country on the inside.
Yep.
But conquering these other so-called Edomite nations, you were able to go out and conquer other known parts of the world.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so how did you do that? All right, killing with the sword. All right, setting up your democracy, setting up your way of living, going in, bombing countries, using your media to portray these other people as being terrorists.
And they always did that too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the blessing of the sword. Genesis chapter 27. And they did that in the book of Maccabees, making everybody one people.
Yeah.
And get rid of their laws, especially on us.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were children of the Most High, the Creator.
And that goes to why World War III is inevitable, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just get ready, man. Just get ready for World War III to pop off. All right? Get ready. Really, if you a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, like brothers going into the confusion of face, you need to get ready spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
All right? But for all you people who don't believe there is no God, God, you believe in these false religions, Islam, Buddhism, or you're a Christian,
Mm-hmm.
Bound down and worshiping the image and thought of Cesare Borgia, so-called white Jesus. All right? Prep how you going to prep. But World War III is going to happen, man. Thus says the Bible.
That's right. All right, continuing on, it says, I'm going to start from the top again. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the patience and the faith of us who are waking up to this truth. You got brothers waking up in Bolivia, Peru, North Central and South America, across the pond, so to speak, in Europe. You got brothers that's just waking up, and our patience is through pushing this word and having a faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that everything that we just mentioned in this lesson is going to come to pass. So that's all I got on that.
Alright, so with that, I want to give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, and Kakwadash.
Kwam the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.